Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. The end is near. I don't think that the end of the game is near. Like, I don't think that the developers are going to stop creating updates for the game. At least I don't think they are. But I suppose it's possible. It is called the end is near update, but I mean, hell, Terraria had the end, no more updates, we're done with the game update, and then what happened? They kept making more updates for it, so, you know, you never know, really. I think we'll go for the immediate brutality build here. I don't remember what the last run was, because it has been a few days since I've played a little bit of Dead Cells, but you know what? Throwing daggers into a blood sword, that's a pretty good way of getting kind of like a synergy immediately. You know, activating that 5 stack of bleed as quickly as you can is kind of important if you're going bleed, because as soon as you get to the 5 bleed stacks, then the bleed will explode and do a lot of damage. And who knows, maybe I'll actually end up liking maybe I'll end up actually liking the, oh perfect, the phaser, which I'm not usually a big fan of. There's obvious synergies, like if you can get the, it's not even if you can get it, you're definitely gonna get it, but if you get the, Assassin's Blade. You know, I apologize. I feel like I'm a little bit stuffed up and it's gonna take me a little while to get into the groove of things, but yes. The Assassin's Blade would be a very good synergy to have, of course, with the phaser, but I don't know, I like the blood sword. I've been using weapons like this more often lately and have been enjoying them, so why don't we keep it going? We're still on the cursed update. There is no curse early, thank God for that. We don't know where the curse is gonna be, but as soon as we find it, we'll definitely go to the curse biomes, because I need to remember that on this run, the only thing I'm trying to do is unlock things. We're going to grab the egg. We're gonna try to use this egg to, oh, I see it, to get the last remaining blueprint. I think there's only one blueprint remaining, actually. I think it's, interesting. I think it's just a mutation from that one remaining enemy. We saw him in the mirror earlier. And if that's the last remaining enemy, the last remaining blueprint, once we're done, technically we can start thinking about the synergies between all of the cursed gear, because I don't know what that last remaining cursed mutation is. I probably know, and I've probably just forgotten what it is, but it's something for sure. Dude, the shovel is really good, but I'm gonna continue going with the blood sword for now. Even though we do have a pan as well, I gotta admit though, maybe the pan is actually a little bit better. The damage does seem a little stronger. We'll try it. Needs more cursed promenades as Alcatraz. Oh, the freaking... What's funny is that I've not actually died yet to the cursed biome. I've not died to cursed enemies or anything. I've only died due to a bug while I was cursed, but only incidentally cursed. Oh my God, are we just gonna immediately change from blood sword throwing knife to Vorpan laser glaive? Because like, that's real good. I really like the daggers with the shots pierce all enemies too, but you know, the laser glaive kind of pierces all enemies. I don't know why it has piercing all enemies when it pierces all enemies. You know, this is a little bit of a catch-22 if I've ever seen one. Honestly, I'm gonna dump the blood sword. The Vorpan, it seems like on paper, it has way more damage. And then on crits, it does like way more damage. So yeah, I guess we'll try this. Although it's hard for me to get rid of the throwing knives, because I actually really like the throwing knives. I think they're very good, but you know, we'll try this for now. Connie says also bonk. Also bonk. Also, you got the bonk effect. Although my favorite bonk, of course, is the, the world's best bonk. Baseball bat, baseball bonk. We'll try it. I think Abe doesn't like how cursed the chat became. Chat is always cursed. Phaser good because damage boost. I'm not a fan of the phaser. I think it's okay, but I much more prefer to have a, where are we going? Castle? Yeah. I much more prefer to have a active ability, a skill or something that just does burst damage of some sort, like a grenade. Especially because the phaser, it only affects one enemy. I feel like you rarely need to put that much additional damage on a single target, right? Like maybe even the freaking ice grenade. Enemies will bleed. Plus 352 damage, phaser, plus damage to electrified, frozen, biter's crawl. I think I'm gonna take the grenade. Gamer Wing Welcome made it to distillery in 1 BC and died. I mean, good on you making it to the distillery. It's a, it's a hard biome, and props for you for thinking you can survive it. No, it's a ridiculously hard biome though. It's not my favorites. I'd prefer to skip the distillery whenever possible. Every time I go there, I regret it. That's true. Handshake is correct. The phaser does have a slight stun. Although I don't think it's actually a stun. I think it's a root. I guess that would require me to actually pay a little bit more attention. But if you had a weapon that had plus damage to root or stun, whichever the case may be, that is handy. I think most enemies don't get immunities to root. Oh, really? Every time? God damn, that's why I take it, but like, how did that happen? I don't even know how that happened. I rolled. Okay. I'm a little bit rusty. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. Crack the knuckles, lean back. We got two arrows out of the pan. That's another good reason to have this pan on us. Oh man, I'm so just like embarrassed with myself. Every time it's those enemies. It's a fake root. It doesn't work with the shark or the nutcracker. I'm wondering if the root just goes away before the shark and the nutcracker hits land, but I have noticed that the root that you get from the phaser, it is very short-lived. All right, try this. Not half bad. Stop getting killed by the rampaging zombies, please. I'm telling myself this because every freaking enemy that hits me is a gosh darn rampaging zombie. I'm just bad, okay? I'm mad because I'm bad. Wrecking ball, no. No. I'm having a good time though with the cursed update. I thought it was gonna be a little bit, I can't really say harder. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more annoying, but because the cursed biomes are effectively optional, I'm feeling way better about their inclusion in the game. It can still screw you up sometimes if you have to path away from them if you don't want to go to that biome, but even in the biomes it hasn't been that bad. Like I haven't really seen too much of enemies inflicting you with curse and then you die because you just got hit. You gotta pay a little bit more attention, but it hasn't been that bad. It hasn't been that bad. Now just, you know, watch as this is the run where I immediately die when I, you know, kill those cursed super fans, whatever they're called. Just screw those guys, am I right? No, get out of here. I refuse. Okay, I'm feeling better. Get the early hits out of your system. Well, I want the money. And look at this, now we're thriving. Absolutely thrive. Okay, well that guy's gonna become an elite. Not a huge fan of that, but luckily he like can't hit you at all. No. Perfect. And you'll just die over time. I gotta use my head more for those situations where I just wanna like stab an enemy and then run away from them. I was invincible, I had my iframes. You can't hit me. See ya. There should be a like weapon fix in this game that's plus damage when you have your head on the target. And then maybe that would actually incentivize me to use my head more often. Using head is underrated. It's dangerous, surprisingly, to use your head, because if you miss and you don't get the head applied properly, then you are gonna be not controlling your character. You're gonna take a hit or something. When you're like, oh no, I gotta press the right stick in to make my head come back to me. Head, come back to me. Thank you. So I find it to be kind of a little bit dangerous, because if you mess up, oh, like that, right there, like right there. I gotta be careful, I don't have disengagement anymore. I could die at any moment. It's a surprisingly good way of stunning enemies, though. I think the head has like some stagger applications to it. Also, could you like walk into my pan, please? That would be great. That would be great. Phaser's route does work with the baseball bat, though. It must just be a very quick route, then. I would have a tough time keeping up with all the things going on if I would play Dead Cells, says Dare Nunu. You don't play a lot of Dead Cells? That's fair. I don't play all of the games that I like myself. Sometimes I like watching other people play. Sometimes I like watching other people play freaking Dead Cells. And then I still play it, so what does that say about me? What it says about me is that I got no life. Bosses, but only the head kills. There should be an achievement that is kill a boss using only your head. You can call it the use your head achievement. Now you're using your head. I was gonna say now you're thinking with portals, like that was gonna be some sort of like a clever joke instead of just a reference. Well, I've not seen any floor runes. Might have been missing them. Suppose you never know. Oh, you got me! Luckily that didn't kill me, because normally that enemy hits like a freaking truck. This is where I need damned or something, because I'm about to take a lethal combo. Whoa, it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow! I don't know what happened there, but it was like the best move I've ever made. I made one enemy fall into another enemy and then blow up. Dun 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 dun. Hello, my friend. Is there a third shop? Interesting. What do we want? We want lacerating aura. Knife dance is 16-second cooldown. Knife dance is pretty long. Long cooldown. I do like a sinew slicer. Enables the support mutation. It's actually pretty good damage on its own when you need to kill something and you don't want to be there. Could probably dump the ice grenade for that, but you know, let's save our cash for a little bit, you know? Maybe use this more. I've been completely neglecting the laser of the glaive. The laser glaive. There was another laser glaive in the shop back there, and I was thinking we could take that because it is a poison laser glaive, and we could enable a poison synergy on another piece of equipment later on. It would be infinitely reusable poison enabling, which could be kind of nice. How come you don't fall when you're stunned? And by stunned, I mean frozen. That seems weird to me. Like, the laser glaive is so interesting because it's so good at stunning. No one can move when they get hit by the laser glaive. The laser glaive. Gotcha. Downward smash attacks burn the ground. I guess we can take that for a... Oh, possible synergy. I almost fell on the spikes. Ossuary. Have we gone to the ossuary? No. I don't really want to because I'd rather go to the prison and then enable that path, but I suppose we could go to the ossuary in this run and then go to the Black Bridge. Take the giant killer. We don't need the giant killer. I think we'll do it. I think we'll go Black Bridge. It enables something. You know, we have one more path unlocked on the biome map. I think that could be a good way of spending our time. And then the only thing that I would do is I would go back to the weapon shop and I would buy a upgraded laser glaive, and then we could immediately buy a Sadist stiletto if we wanted to. Plus 80% damage on a poison target plus poison. Yeah, okay, this seems very good. Let's do this. Don't be a mimic. You're not a mimic. Okay, sounds good. Double damage firebrand. I don't know if that affects the DOT, otherwise I would probably put it in the backpack. But if I ever find a quad damage fire blast, that's going in the backpack, not you, cursed sword. No thank you. Infantry bow plus poison panchaku. Nah, we're okay. Have you done the full Castlevania path yet? Do you mean like since since the cursed update beta? I have, I think. I know that there's also a path from Dracula's Castle to the Black Bridge directly, and that's something that we would have to get at some point, but I think right now, because the game is incentivizing the ossuary path with cash, why don't we go there? Get that up on the biome map. What I'm super interested in, and I think it's gonna require a fundamental change in how the system works, but they have gotten rid of, I think, defiled necropolis into the fractured shrines. I think that doesn't exist anymore, but it still shows up on the biome map if you've ever been to that path once. So like at some point they're gonna have to add in another check on all of these paths that say, hey, if the path doesn't exist, don't show it. And you know what I'm excited for? That means that this line that goes across my entire map biome list accidentally because of a bug is not gonna be there anymore if they fix that. I'll be very excited. That's something else to put on the bug report, which I haven't done, but I should. I assume that they know about it, but I guess you never know. Maybe they've forgotten about it. Dagger of Profit? No. More like Dagger of Uselessness. When are we ever gonna have profit? All right, choose our mutation. Open wounds would enable a bleed with the Sadist Stiletto, but we have poison with the laser glaive. As long as we open up with a Y, we've got crits. We could go for a combo. I think this weapon's gonna be a little slow for that. But Predator is always nice, and we could always go for, what I'm actually thinking is something we've done recently, which is Acrobat Pack, because then the throwing knife can enable the laser glaive. With Acrobat Pack, you just do that and then it gets fired immediately. And I gotta say, I really like it. I take it all the time, but I think it's because it's so good. Spelunky shortcuts be like, I don't know why anyone would ever use a Spelunky shortcut. I like fundamentally don't know why you have Spelunky shortcuts. I suppose, you know, you do need to like practice at some point. But fundamentally, like, you never want to take the Spelunky shortcuts. They just kind of, they don't ruin your game, but they're just not what you want to, do. Is this still shots pierce all enemies throwing knives? They are. Oh, you jerk. Well, he's been aggroed. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he's actually gonna spin to win though, because he is an elite with crystals. Gotcha. 2 extra jumps, but I don't want to lose the brutality. I love the fact that whenever there's an active elite in the game, it's just like bright red screen everywhere. But we're looking for a cursed chest. And as soon as we can find that, we can do it. Hey. Gotcha. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to utilize the Sadist Stiletto here. Try to remember to get the poison applied. Sometimes it's hard to remember though. Yo, this is new. So they've added in a lot of these cursed altars around the entire world, huh? Because there's one in the graveyard, one in the Stilt Village, one here. I wonder if there's a way you can go to all of these locations. No, you can't go to the Stilt Village and the graveyard at the same time. Like in one run, visit each one of the shrines. A gory display, frightening skull, maimed corpse, reversed cross, purple flames. Reversed cross. That means there's Jesus in this universe. Somewhere there's a Bible in this game, and they're like, nah. Malays is our god. They've got it all. These guys are pros. Respect. A mask with a comically long beak. Someone doesn't want to get too close to other people, I see. Oh, that's it though. No extra lore or loot. I was really hoping for the extra loot, I mean, let's be honest. All right, see you. You know what? That's a very good point. The Bible is in fact a weapon. Only added in the Castlevania update though. Before Castlevania, there was no such thing as Bibles. Those were only created by vampires. Dude, the laser glaive is actually a 10 out of 10 because every time it bounces, it creates a new toxic cloud. So it spreads that toxic cloud freaking everywhere. It's so good. What if you go to the shrine with a curse? You know what? There's a cursed chest on this floor. I will do that. I was gonna say, when is that ever gonna happen? On this floor, it's gonna happen. And thinking about it, there is a cursed chest in the graveyard, so if there's a cursed altar, you can visit that one. But there's no cursed chest on the Stilt Village. No guaranteed cursed chest anyways. Only a chance at a cursed chest. An accursed chest. No, that's a lie. There's no such thing as a cursed chest. All chests are beautiful. Well, the laser beam hit me. Hey, die. Wanna die? Thank you. Unfortunately, it has to land, the laser glaive, but if it lands, oh boy, so much poison. Okay, that one went over your head. My bad. We should not be killing everything. We do need to leave enemies alive as we explore. Well, not every enemy is gonna stay away. Let's let that deal with some of this work. That entire direction was just nothing, huh? I'll get you eventually. I'm leaving the door. We're looking for other loot. Although that is a food shop, so we could get some malaise reduction. Whoa! You know what? Fair. You got me. We're not getting crits on this guy. What the heck is this? I can't even tell what the weapon is. What? I think I was facing the wrong direction. Okay, it's a snake fangs, which is absolutely wonderful and beautiful, and we're gonna take this. Probably over the State of Stiletto, but I wanna go back down to that food shop right now. I'm a little hungry. Abe's getting a little hungry. If I'm hungry, I've got pizza in the fridge. I'll be okay. We gotta fight for our right to eat. Okay, I'm gonna drink up, and then we're gonna go back in here. Wait for all the bombs to explode. No. We don't need all the food. We don't need all the heals. You know, if we run low over the run, we should still be fine. Ding, 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 ding. I love the crit sound from the freaking laser glaive. It just hits everything. There we go. We don't need to buy the heal. If we have to, we can just take Tainted Flask. We can get infinite heals. I know that the snake fangs are still down there. Like, I will get them. But I have other fish to fry right now. And right now we are getting bonus damage on poisoned enemies, which is something that's super easy to enable. So I wanna utilize that for a little while. Let's see. Hesitant Pixel says, yo, why do I have a 1.2 channel points modifier? I got no idea. I don't follow along with Twitch's channel point system, which maybe I should, but. Okay. New equipment. Laser glaive is still fine. It's still enabling poison. Although we don't need it if we have the snake fangs, so we might want to consider dumping it for something else. Before we even look at the equipment, We need to find the curse chest, finish the floor, pick up our legendary weapon. Get all of our scrolls, just in case there's gonna be a mimic. This is why I'm a little worried. Freaking early mimics suck. Although I think at this point in the run, an early mimic wouldn't be too bad. Because it's not like super early. Da-da-da-da. Diverse sack is fantastic with snake fangs. Diverse deck. I mean, I'm just a very big fan of diverse deck. I gotta hold on to the orb though. The, what is it called? Hunter's Grenade. It hasn't been doing anything, but that's because at some point this will turn into a scroll. Or a blueprint rather, not a scroll. Man, it's really hard to take that right now. We are gonna take it, I need a better time to take it. Excuse me. Get off my elevator. I need to find a better time to take it because I want, oh, we missed the curse chest too. I want to keep the high damage from the stiletto, but unfortunately the snake fangs are a little bit lower damage output, so we gotta, I think, take it later. We can take it before we leave, because we're about to fight a boss, and the boss is, you know, we're gonna really prefer to have, I think, the poison over time. It's 2 exits, though. I didn't realize there was gonna be a secondary exit. I wonder if that goes straight down to death. If it does, I don't really want to go fight death. But I guess technically we could. Okay. So we'll kill all of the teleporting enemies. All right. Now we'll just kill everything here. Funnily enough, shield guy worries me. Hey. I'm worried about shield man. Shield man. Not so much this thing, which is already dead. 2 enemies remaining. 1 enemy remaining, but not you. He hopped over it. What a loser. Remember the cursed altar thing? No, I forgot the cursed altar. Does that do anything? Oh, because if it does, then I'm sorry. Legendary Snake Fang's Catalyst deals 4 stacks of poison, but I don't know if that's been fixed or not, says Hesitant Pixel. I guess, Hesitant Pixel, here's the question. How much damage does Catalyst do? Like the poison ticks, DPS-wise. Because Snake Fangs does like 78 damage over 15 seconds or something like that. I'm on mobile, that's what I want to know. Well, what the heck? He exploded. We'll probably find, you know, another opportunity to go to the cursed altar on a run. It's not like we're not gonna play any more Dead Cells after today. Although that would be a great way to just blue balls everyone. Like it's legendary. In theory, we're gonna get more damage potentially out of the snake fangs, but like right now, the Zeta Stiletto has been so good. And also, I know that the Zeta Stiletto will be fine on the boss. Does the bridge boss? Yeah, it goes. it goes to fight. Wait, Master's Keep? Fuck. Sorry, language. Oh, no, it's gonna pretend to go there, but it's actually gonna go to the defiled necropolis. Okay, I was really concerned. It's weird that the ossuary and Dracula's castle both interconnect like that. Well, I mean, I'll accept it. I'll take it. Let me go do the bonus room here, which I have just kind of completely neglected for no reason. If anything, you can try it in the graveyard. So the one in the graveyard, it has a different lore altar on it. Like it's, you fight an enemy there too, I believe. And there was one that I remember seeing in the castle outskirts. It was a new, or new to me, elite spawning room that I found on the path to the castle. But I guess, you know, I guess technically we can try it in the graveyard, but seemed like maybe this one was unique because it just had like cursed equipment there. You know, like the cursed mask. I don't know. More jumping puzzles, huh? My favorite. Gotta say, I'm a big fan of the goo head. Goo head's been pretty sick. Hey, get out of here. Hey, GT Quark, welcome. How you doing today? I have to sneeze. Ugh. Achoo. Achoo. What do we have left to fight here? There's almost no enemies left alive, but yet we still have... Whew. There we go. I was gonna say, when's that malaise getting cleared? It should have been cleared by now. All right, snake fangs. Man, it's a good weapon, but it is really hard to pull the trigger on it because it's so much worse than the status stiletto. The stiletto is doing, I don't know, like 60% more damage on a crit, and then it has plus 80% damage on top of it as well. How do we justify this? And I learned something the other day. I learned that Spoiler Boss, when he drinks his flask, he removes all of his DOTs. The jerk. Warning you, welcome, how's it going? Yeah, we could just put like snake fangs in the backpack, but we'd have to lose the laser. Like, it's funny because the laser glaives in the backpack being thrown with the throwing knife, enabling the poison damage synergy for the Sata Stiletto. If we put snake fangs in the backpack, we're not using the extra poison damage on the Sata Stiletto, so we would have to remove the throwing knife, put the glaive in the throwing knife's position, and then it's gonna be a lot slower to actually get it out there. So it's gonna slow down my damage output. And if we use the snake fangs, there's no reason to have poison on the laser glaive. We can remove that and either equip the throwing knife and try to get plus bleed damage synergy with the snake fangs, or just ignore it. Ah! I mean, it's legendary, so I kind of feel like we should take it, but... Yeah, because the laser glaive has Toxic Cloud, which has been very good, and more damage on bleeding target, which guess what the throwing knife is? So like, it's weird because I've got like a perfect synergy that I don't want to mess with, but it's legendary. And in my head, I'm like, well, you gotta take the legendary. So I guess we're gonna take the legendary. And I don't know, just sell this. If it sucks though, I'm blaming you guys. a lot of damage. Why did that do so much damage? Maybe the shooting the arrow in front for 876 damage might be the reason, but it felt like that actually was very, very good. Killed him in 2 hits. But whatever, let's finish off the remaining enemies. I think there might be an elite down here still, and then we will... Okay, I gotta deal with you. What? What? Okay, don't die before we're actually finished here. Could also just be that the Snake Fang's damage is better than what it says on the tin, which, you know, would also be acceptable. We're gonna go heal and we're gonna leave. I saw that you could train on Spoiler Boss in the training room. Yeah, all the bosses are in there, I think. And oh, there's the elite. I thought I remember seeing one. And you can even fight Dracula in the boss rush mode now. So there's gonna be an enhanced version of Dracula, which I don't know what that is yet. I haven't paid attention, or I haven't looked that up yet. There we go. No, thank you. I know the catalyst poison scales with your scrolls. Also, the idea of catalyst is spam poison, then discard catalyst to deal a huge amount of burst damage. Yeah, but here's the problem with that. Then you gotta like spend 30 seconds, you know, re-roll your deck, re-roll your deck, re-roll your deck. Oh, there's catalyst again. That's why I don't ever discard, because it just takes too long. I guess there was one more thing I wanted to do, which was go up here and, oh, not this. I was gonna, well, I mean, we'll look. Was there another shop? There's more enemies to fight. That was the only shop. I thought there was a skill shop. Maybe that was the skill shop? I wanted to get like a turret or something I can put down. Okay, you know what? Shots leave a trail of flames. Now we have fire damage. So we can build around fire potentially. Snake Fangs does spread oil. And if we really wanted to go fire, we could just get a, oh, and hey, hemorrhage. We could just go for a, man, the twin daggers are doing double the damage of the Snake Fangs. We could just take like a fire blast, put it in the backpack. We know that works very well. I'm gonna keep the laser glaive, it's good against crowds. But I'm gonna go to the other store. And I'm gonna go fight these enemies too. Just, I mean, they're there, you get money, maybe gems. There's an elite here too, I'm remembering now. Although I don't remember where he went. I mean, oh, there he is. Like, the screen is very red still, so he's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, he didn't drop anything, guys. Oh, it's so, what a shame. You know what, Snake Fangs? It has more damage than I would think. It's doing a lot more damage. I'm sorry for taking so long on this floor, by the way, but there's just more to do. We gotta get the sinew slicer now, because now we have an actual trap we can put out there. Okay. Then we can go, and we're gonna go to the Master's Keep because it's a new path. Is that correct? That's correct. Let's fight Death. Death sucks. Let's fight him anyways. Cough, cough. Any new scrolls? Nah. See you later, you dumb... Okay, Snake Fangs. We need more damage on this. We have Flames. We have Toxic. We've got Bleed. Ah, burning oil, huh? Nothing spreads oil right now. But if we can get burning oil, double damage burning oil is so good. Burn the ground, burn the ground. There you go. I just wanted to find oil on something. And I think we'll go for the support for the raw damage. Now we're treating the katana like John Cena. Like who? Funny, I can't picture anyone when you say that. All right, let's do it. He should come to me immediately. Maybe we can hit him with some fire and oil. Oh, he hit me with the freaking AoE. Again? Okay, I'll heal. I have no idea what happened. That's fair. I'm not a big fan of the death fight. I think he's actually like pretty tough. I don't know what hit me. I kind of just like blinked and then I got hit by 4 invisible things. I think it was his quad projectile shooter, which I just never dodged correctly, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. I gotta practice death more. He's a bit of an annoying fight. Well, rip to that run.